To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the foot.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Patrick motioning here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Detroit. They'll put a receiver in motion right. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Patrick motioning here. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He's going to keep it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Patrick motioning here. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Detroit Lions, first down. 17. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
That first and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Get this complete. It's Addison again. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Up the middle. Here's Jones. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line. Here's Darnold. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now a pass deep for St. Brown. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Gibbs. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now, Goff. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action with Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. That's taken in. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Darnold to the air once more. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
In what's been a pretty impressive defensive performance here today, the pass rush has been a little underwhelming. They've been non-existent up until this point, so as they finish this game out, it's got to feel good for them to see this pass rush start paying some dividends.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is hot! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Darnold to throw. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Here's Darnold again. And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
Inside the 25. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
If you call a jet sweep at the wrong time, he's getting plastered in the backfield. But if you call it at the right time, Mike, he'll hit them just as hard and pick up huge yardage. This, clearly the right time to call it.
Patrick motioning here. 1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Goff. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Now Darnold. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Now, 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. A one-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here comes 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line, and that will all but end this game.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute
exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.